नमस्कार विद्यार्थी मित्रांनो, मी ज्ञानेश्वर हादास मौली फाउंडेशन कडून तुमच्यासाठी एक नवीन पॉइंट घेऊन आलेलो आहे फोटोसिंथेसिस चॅप्टर मधून क्रॅसुलस इन ऍसिड मेटाबॉलिझम. ओके, टुडे we will discuss about the crassulacean acid metabolism. Okay, in last some lectures we have seen that C3 pathway and C4 pathway. We have also learned about the C3 plants and C4 plants, but there is one adverse condition. There are some different plants which grows into the desert. Okay, we know that in desert there is a high temperature. There is a high temperature. Okay, and this crassulacean acid metabolism pathway takes place in the plants which are nearly present into the desert, or we can call it as the plants which are present into the higher temperature or in the area having high temperature. Okay, now this total metabolism or this total process takes place into the only one cell. That is, there is no presence of any Kranz anatomy. Now friends, this is the alternative pathway. For the carbon fixation of the plants which are present into the desert. This crassulacean acid metabolism is the alternative pathway for the plants which grows into the desert. Now if we will consider about the condition of the desert plant, then there is a high temperature. To remain sustained or to live that plant, there is a somewhat structural changes into the leaf of that plants are present. Okay, it means that the stomata is somewhat different. Stomata of the leaf of this plant is somewhat different, and that stomata is called as scotoactive. Scotoactive means the opening time of stomata is changed. It means that the stomata of these plants opens at night time and get closed at daytime. Why this happens? This happens to avoid the rate of transpiration, because we know that if stomata will be open in daytime and because of high temperature, water from the leaf will get evaporated, and there will be scarcity of water takes place, or stress of water takes place. To avoid this phenomenon or to avoid this stress of water, these plants have a scotoactive stomata, and scotoactive stomata means these stomata open in the night time. The question for NEET exam can be asked on this point. 4 different examples will be given to you, and question will be asked to you that out of given 4 example or 4 plants, which plant have the scotoactive stomata? For example, Kalanchoe, Opuntia and Alloy. These are CAM plants. And in this CAM plant, scotoactive stomata is present. To solve the answer of that question, you should have to find that which plants are the CAM plant. Okay, or you should know at least idea about the which plants grow in desert. Maximum of the plant which grows in the desert, that plant have the scotoactive stomata. Now if stomata is open at night time, then what happen during night time? Carbon dioxide from the environment enters into the cell. enters into the cell. It means that the fixation of carbon dioxide takes place in night time. Fixation of carbon dioxide takes place in night time. It is also one of the very important point. Okay, because ideally we know that in normal plants carbon fixation takes place in daytimes, but in this case the carbon fixation takes place into the night time, and this carbon dioxide is reduced in the daytime. Reduced in the daytime. Okay, fixation of carbon dioxide in night time and its reduction takes place into the daytime. The only one cell is involved. There is no involvement of two cells for like that of C4 pathway. Only one type of cell is involved, but the mechanism takes place in such a way that carbon dioxide enters into the cell within the night time, and it is get fixed into the daytime or get reduced into the daytime. The example of these plants are Kalanchoe, Apuntia and Alli. Kalanchoe, Apuntia and Alli. These three are the examples of the crassulacean acid metabolism plants or CAM plant. Question by considering this example, question can also be asked to you. Just before a fraction of time I have explained. Question can be asked by considering the example, which are the plants having the scotoactive stomata, or which are the CAM plants. Which are the CAM plant. Now this is the basic introductory portion about this CAM pathway. Now we will see the actual process of CAM metabolism. Now listen carefully. This process takes place in night time as well as in daytime. What happen in night time? In night time, stomata is open. As stomata is open, the carbon dioxide from this stomata or through this stomata enters into the cell at night time. At night time, this carbon dioxide enters into the cell and get converted into this bicarbonate ion. Already at the same time, there is a presence of this 3 carbon compound phosphoenol pyruvate. There is a presence of phosphoenol pyruvate, or we can call it as a phosphoenol pyruvic acid. Now this phosphoenol pyruvic acid undergoes primary carboxylation. This phosphoenol pyruvic acid undergoes primary carboxylation by using this carbon dioxide in presence of enzyme PEP carboxylase. We can call it as a PEPcase or PEPC or PEP carboxylase. Okay, this PEP carboxylase convert this phosphoenol pyruvic acid with the help of carbon dioxide into the C4 acid. It is get converted into the C4 acid, and the formed C4 acid is called as oxaloacetic acid. This acid is called as oxaloacetic acid. Now this oxaloacetic acid with the help of this NADH get converted into another C4 acid. That another C4 acid is called as a malic acid. Or we can call it as a malate. It is also called as malate. Now what happened? This process is completed in night time. After formation of this malate or malic acid, this malic acid enters into this vacuole. And stay into the vacuole for night time, or get stored into the vacuole for night time. Now this whole process takes place into the night time. Now when daytime comes, what happens? Whatever may be the amount of this malic acid or malate stored into the vacuole, it comes out from the vacuole into the cell. It comes out from the vacuole. Okay. Now once it will come out from the vacuole, it undergoes decarboxylation. Very first of all, what happens? It gets converted or it undergoes decarboxylation. It means that carbon dioxide is removed from this malate, and after decarboxylation, this malate or malic acid get converted into pyruvate, or it is also called as a pyruvic acid. Get converted into the pyruvate. Now, after decarboxylation, carbon dioxide is released. That released carbon dioxide enters into the Kelvin cycle. That released carbon dioxide enters into the Kelvin cycle. Now, with the help of this enzyme Rubisco, we know that ribulose, bis-phosphate, carboxylase, oxygenase. Okay, with the help of this enzyme Rubisco, this carbon dioxide is fixed, and that process is called as a secondary carboxylation. It is called as a secondary carboxylation. It means that at primary carboxylation takes place at night time, in which carbon dioxide is added into the PEP, and secondary carboxylation takes place at daytime, in which this carbon dioxide is added into the Kelvin cycle, which is taken by the RUBP and with the help of the enzyme Rubisco. Okay, and we know that once it will enter into the Kelvin cycle, 3-phosphoglyceric acid, 3-phosphoglyceraldehyde, okay, it is get continued into the Kelvin cycle to form glucose and starch. Finally, starch is formed. Okay, it means that food is synthesized. Now, in another side, this pyruvic acid formed. With the help of ATP molecule. This pyruvic acid, with the help of ATP molecule, get converted into phosphoenol pyruvic acid or phosphoenol pyruvate. It means that this is a step of regeneration. The pyruvic acid is regenerated, and again at night time, when stomata open, this pyruvic acid or phosphoenol pyruvic acid again get carboxylated, and cycle is continued. Okay, this is called as a crassulacean acid metabolism. Okay, question can be asked where primary carboxylation takes place and where secondary carboxylation takes place. Okay, again question can be asked by considering this vacuole where this malic acid is stored. Okay, different types of question can be asked. Okay, बघा काय होतं यामध्ये, रात्रीच्या वेळेला एक जे जास्त उन्हाच्या एरियामध्ये राहणारे प्लांट्स आहेत बघा, जर उन्हामध्ये स्टोमॅटा जर ओपन राहिला तर त्या पानामधलं जे काही पाणी आहे ते पाणी बाहेर निघून जाईल आणि मग पानं सुकतील आणि झाडाची डेथ होऊ शकते, स्ट्रेस कंडिशन. मग ते होऊ नये, वॉटर लॉस होऊ नये म्हणून त्यांच्यामधला जो स्टोमॅटा आहे तो आहे स्फोटो ऍक्टिव्ह. म्हणजे काय, तो स्टोमॅटा डे टाइम मध्ये बंद राहतो आणि नाईट टाइम मध्ये ओपन. मग ही प्रोसेस डे आणि नाईट मध्ये कशी होती, जेव्हा नाईट टाइम मध्ये स्टोमॅटा बंद ओपन आहे तेव्हा कार्बन डायऑक्साइड आतमध्ये सेल मध्ये एंट्री करणार. एक गोष्ट लक्षात असू द्या, ही प्रोसेस दोन सेल मध्ये होत नाही, प्रोसेस एकाच सेल मध्ये होते. या दोन सेल एकच आहे, फक्त डे आणि नाईट नुसार आपण अरेंजमेंट केलेली आहे, एक लक्षात ठेवा. दुसरं म्हणजे क्रॅन्स अनाटॉमी पण इथं नाहीये. आणि तिसरी सगळ्यात महत्त्वाची गोष्ट म्हणजे दोन्ही पण एन्झाईम इथं प्रेझेंट आहेत. कुठले पीपी कार्बोक्सिलेज आणि रुबिस्को. ही थोडी वेगळी केस दिसते, दोन्ही एन्झाईम इथं प्रेझेंट आहे. ओके, हे ऍडिशनल गोष्ट लक्षात असू द्या. ओके, मग पीईपी कार्बोक्सिलेज काय करणार, जो काही फॉस्फोइनॉल पायरुवेट आहे त्याचं कार्बोक्सिलेशन करणार, प्रायमरी कार्बोक्सिलेशन, आणि त्याचा C4 ऍसिड ऑक्झॅलोएसिटिक ऍसिड बनणार. तो ऑक्झॅलोएसिटिक ऍसिड NaDH ला वापरून नंतर C4 ऍसिड मॅलेट मध्ये कन्वर्ट होणार, त्याला आपण मॅलिक ऍसिड म्हणतो. आता फायनली मॅलिक ऍसिड जाऊन कुठे स्टोअर होणार, व्हॅक्यूल मध्ये. कुठे स्टोअर होणार, व्हॅक्यूल मध्ये. आणि एकदा का व्हॅक्यूल मध्ये स्टोअर झाला की डे टाइम मध्ये तो व्हॅक्यूलच्या बाहेर येणार आणि त्याच्यातला जो काही कार्बन डायऑक्साइड ऍड झाला होता तो निघून निघणार, म्हणजे त्याला आपण म्हणतो डिकार्बोक्सिलेशन. डिकार्बोक्सिलेशन झाल्याच्या नंतर त्या मॅलिक ऍसिडचं रूपांतर होणार पायरुव्हिक ऍसिड किंवा पायरुवेट म्हणून आपण त्याला. आता पायरुवेटच्या नंतर मग हा जो काही कार्बन डायऑक्साइड रिलीज झालाय हा विथ द हेल्प ऑफ एन्झाइम रुबिस्को केल्विन सायकल मध्ये फिक्स होईल आणि त्याचा बनल स्टार्च. तर हे जे काही फिक्सेशन याला आपण म्हणतो सेकंडरी कार्बोक्सिलेशन. आता राहिला प्रश्न हा पायरुवेट हा परत रिकव्हर होणार, रिजनरेट करणार कोणाला, फॉस्फोइनॉल पायरुव्हिक ऍसिडला. म्हणजे एटीपी मॉलिक्यूल वापरून एटीपी विल गेट कन्वर्टेड इनटू द AMP, phosphoenol pyruvic acid is formed, and again at night time when stomata open this phosphoenol pyruvic acid will get carbon dioxide and cycle is continue. इथं ऑड केस कोणती लक्षात ठेवायची, हे दोन्ही पण एन्झाइम. कारण आपल्याला माहित नाही, आपण C3 पाथवे पाहिला, त्या C3 पाथवे मध्ये फक्त रुबिस्को एन्झाइम आहे. आपण C4 पाथवे पाहिलेला आहे, C4 पाथवे मध्ये आपण दोन ठिकाणी कंडक्ट केला आहे. C3 पाथवे एका सेल मध्ये, पण C4 पाथवे आपण दोन ठिकाणी कंडक्ट केला आहे. कुठं कुठं, मिझोफिल सेल आणि बंडल सीट सेल. तर मिझोफिल सेल मध्ये आपला पीईपी कार्बोक्सिलेज आहे आणि बंडल सीट सेल मध्ये रुबिस्को आहे. पण या केस मध्ये एकाच सेल मध्ये दोन्ही पण आहे. मागच्या केस मध्ये एकाच सेल मध्ये दोन्ही C3 आणि C4 पाथवे मध्ये नव्हते, म्हणजे ही ऑड केस आहे. तर इथं सुद्धा एक क्वेश्चन सेट होऊ शकतो, ऑड केस आहे, ही ऑड केस लक्षात असायला पाहिजे की एका सेल मध्ये पीईपी कार्बोक्सिलेज पण आहे आणि रुबिस्को पण आहे. या पकडून क्वेश्चन विचारले जाऊ शकतो. ओके, अशा पद्धतीने हा झाला CAM पाथवे किंवा याला आपण म्हणू क्रॅसुलॅसिन ऍसिड मेटाबॉलिझम. कसा वाटला मित्रांनो व्हिडिओ? आता काय करायचं तुम्हाला, वेगवेगळ्या बुक्स मधून वाचा, वेगवेगळ्या बुक्स मधून हा पॉइंट वाचा आणि नंतर कुठल्याही 2-3 रेफरन्स बुक मधनं क्वेश्चन सॉल्व्ह करायला सुरुवात करा. ओके, ऑटोमॅटिकली क्वेश्चन्स येतील. हा मात्र 2-3 वेगळ्या बुक्स मध्ये वाचायला, व्हिडिओ बार बार पाहायला थोडासा त्रास होईल, पण तुम्हाला माहिती होईल त्रास पण गुण हमखास. ओके, आणि चॅनलला लाईक, सबस्क्राईब आणि शेअर करायला विसरू नका, कारण समोरचे नवीन नवीन व्हिडिओ येणार आहेत, तर ते तुमच्यापर्यंत ऑटोमॅटिकली पोहोचण्यासाठी लाईक, सबस्क्राईब आणि शेअर करा. थँक्यू.